Welcome back to the Cricket Today show to preview the Australia vs South Africa T20 International Series. I'm your host, Liam McAllion, also known as the Stats Guy. I usually have two chuckleheads on the couch, but we've only got one today. He's trying to get comfy over there. How are we feeling,
mate? I'm locked in. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm ready to talk some cricket.
Absolutely.
Just hope you're comfortable and ready to talk some cricket.
Always, mate. It's actually crazy that we've got cricket in Australia this time of year.
In August.
In August. That's why they're sending them up north, up the top end at Cairns and Darwin.
Yep.
These matches are against South Africa, which is a bit of an interesting one. And Marcus isn't here, but he does do content across odds.com.au. If you want any more cricket content and all types of sports content, check out odds.com.au. Awesome show as we go through an overall squad and team chat. We've got some cricket news. The quick single is back. Leo's favourite segment. You love that quick single.
Yeah, it probably needs a revamp.
No, I don't reckon it does. It's a great segment. And all of our predictions for the T20 International Series, plus the first match between Australia and South Africa in Darwin at TIO Stadium, which is the first T20 international game there.
That's pretty awesome.
It'll be pretty good, I reckon. We should get up there. Get on the
well,
road.
Pay for it. Come on.
Before we start, make sure you get right around this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like AFL, we're trying to get 1 million subscribers, isn't it?
Yeah, well, a bit of the way away.
Road to 5K over the next couple of months, I would say. That's our next goal. And get around us on all the socials, Cricket Today, AU, and wherever you get your socials, wherever you get your podcasts, just jump right on it. All right, the quick single is back. My favourite segment. Just some news from around the world. I want to touch on these ones, Leo. Lots of talk about the Ashes already. We actually gave our early Ashes 11, the last show we did. So if you want to check that out, jump on the show there. But multiple former Test stars are picking Boland over Nathan Lyon for the Aussie Ashes 11. What are your thoughts? And that's 4 quicks.
I think you've got to pick Nathan Lyon. He'll probably be expensive, but I think what he can do on the Aussie surface, extract a bit of bounce, will worry the English bats, and I still think he's good for a couple of wickets, which is all you need.
I agree. And don't get me wrong, I love a bit of Boland, but Nathan Lyon in Australia is just a different gravy.
It's between Boland and Hazlewood for that last spot.
Okay, yeah, good call. England versus India. This is one of the craziest test series of all time. It just wrapped up 2-2, I believe. Came right down to the wire in the last test match as well. Plenty of handshake controversy. I don't know if you want to shake hands, Leo. We just want to wrap it up.
No, thank you. Sickness going around.
Yeah, Ben's sickness. Ben Stokes
that's why
over
Marcus isn't here.
Yes. We've got Siraj heroics. He was pretty solid, Siraj with the ball.
Pretty solid. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
This series needs a documentary into it.
We actually might. On Amazon, they do a few cricket
We, as in Cricket Today, is going to lead it.
We'll fund it. Documentary.
We will fund it. No, it was a fantastic series.
It was.
It honestly deserved a 2-2 draw in the end.
Yeah.
I think both sides had their moments and had their sort of capitulations or just lack of quality cricket at different points. But what a series.
It was awesome. Yeah, Wokes, Wokes came out with one arm. I was trying to get my words out there because it was just crazy. He came out with one arm to bat. Apparently the night before, because he had his shoulder injury, he was practicing with one arm. That's cricket, not anything else with one arm. But pretty crazy into that.
Having a bat with one arm.
Yes, that's what I was trying. Marcus isn't here and he's in my head already. Yeah. Anyway, we'll touch on that another podcast as well. This is a 3-match T20 series that I want to touch on, Australia versus South Africa. There's 2 matches in Darwin, 1 in Cairns, and we're just very excited, Leo.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right, it's the Australia versus South Africa T20 squad chat. Leo, I want you to start with the Aussies, please.
You want me to start with the Aussies?
Yes.
What about the team or who we're dropping potentially?
Oh, pequeno los dos. Why don't we have both, mate?
Well, here's the team I would go with. Travis Head, Mitch Marsh, Josh Inglis, Cam Green, Glenn Maxwell, Mitch Owen, Tim David,
Love
Benny
Mitch Owen.
Dawshes, Nathan Ellis, Adam Zampa, and Joshy Hazlewood. That batting lineup is talking to me. It's doing some things, and I'm loving it.
That is an awesome
batting lineup. Great batting lineup.
We've got a lot of Hurricanes in there from
We're
the
going to win the World Cup.
Are we?
Mate, that batting lineup is so good.
So obviously Travis Head's back, which
Yes.
you said you almost forgot about Travis Head.
I did forget about Travis Head.
That's very rude to the great man.
That is very rude.
And you got Mitch Owen. He just made his debut a couple of weeks ago against the West Indies. He's just making
Keep him
50s for
in.
fun.
He's the perfect 6. He can bowl a bit as well.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it. And then you've also got no Cummins and Stark, but you don't need him in the
just rest
T20s.
him, just rest him.
And then Jake Fraser-McGurk, Aaron Hardy, and Cooper Connolly all drop since the West Indies series, which I don't mind, especially Fraser-MGurk. He's really out of form.
Yeah, I think those calls are fair. They're all probably coming into their cricketing careers, so for them to be dropped, I don't think is a bad thing.
Yeah, and the other one was I was always questioning Cam Green in the Test lineup, but he's been great at just knuckling down, making some 50s against the West Indies in that 4th position or 5th. Was it? Where is he batting? 4. Usually batting 4. And I love that.
Yeah, him and English together, just building a nice little 3 and 4 partnership there. So I'm loving it.
Yes. All right. I'm going to get into the South African team. You've got Markram and Rabada are back in for South Africa, which are huge ins. But they've left, I'm not sure if they've dropped them or resting. I'm pretty sure they're just resting some players. You got No Jansen, Klaassen, Norkia, Miller, Maharaj, and Shamsi, who I believe would all be in their usual lineup.
They would be.
So this is a very underdone South African team, in my opinion.
It is, but I understand what they're doing. I think that they've got a lot of T20 cricket coming up.
16 matches before the T20
16
World
matches. So I think they want to just trial out a few different guys to just see whether or not they could potentially play a part in that T20 World Cup that's coming up. So, look, I think it's a fair move from South Africa. I think it can still be a competitive team, which we'll get to, but don't think it'll win.
No, I like that. One guy I'm very excited for in South Africa, just pick him. Please just pick him. We've talked up Shamar Joseph the last couple of years as scaring Australia a little bit and just being a really awesome player to watch. Mapaka, the new...
Is that how you say it?
I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Mapaka, 19-year-old from South Africa. He can bowl up to 152 clicks, Leo. How would you go against that one?
Mapaka, he's no chucker.
No, well, he might be if he's getting 152 clicks.
That's right.
That's a big call. No, but he played in the IPL debut, had a T20 international debut, and that second match that he played in T20 internationals got up to 152. And I think a fast bowler in Australia on those Darwin pitches that we know and love.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the old Darwin pitch up there.
Apparently,
maybe a lot of moisture on it.
The moisture, it'll be a bit humid up there, so it might swing a bit, I believe. But it has been good for batting conditions across the Australia A matches and some Big Bash matches as well, which I just had a bit of research there. But I hope they pick him. But looking at the overall squad of South Africa, are we a little bit worried about the depth? You've still got Ngidi and Rabada, obviously world-class bowlers. But I'm a bit worried about their bowling more specifically,
Yeah, a lot's gonna fall to Ngidi and Rabada, as you said. The bowling depth. I mean, they've got bowlers that have been in and around the scene. You know, Corbin Bosch, George Linde or Linde. I don't know how to say
Ricky
his name.
Rickleton.
He's a batsman.
I know. I just wanted to talk about him.
But these guys, they've been in and around, but I don't know if they can, I guess, play an economical role when Rabada and Ngidi can look to take the wickets. So
good call. I think their batting will still be exciting. Got Rickleton in the top order, Markram back. I think that'll still be all right. Stubbs is a very solid player as well, but it'll be interesting how they go with the ball.
I'd like to see more from Stubbs. He's coming through. Proteas as well is a fresh one on the scene, and Dewald Brevis, who's had huge raps on him for the last 5 years.
I remember
being
you talking
teenager.
him up. Yeah.
Kind of, he's done well, but he's kind of not lived up to his hype fully. So I do want to see him have a crack at this and see how he goes.
No, I like that. All right, let's get into the big questions in this one. And this is according to the teams and the things like that. Should Jake Fraser-McGurk continue to be tested for Australia, or it just needs to be better? Because a lot of people want to see him play for Australia, but personally, he's out of form.
Can I say yes to both of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I think... Look, he shouldn't be anywhere near the setup right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think I would hope Fraser McGurk is the first to put his hand up and say that. I think he needs a good long stint. I'm talking.
I thought you were going to say good long hard look at himself.
No, 2-3 years at the
really?
domestic level, at the state level, honing in on his craft before he's back up there. I think he's got the talent, but I don't think he has the smartness or the IQ or the, I guess, game sense to really take that next level.
I agree with that one. Is Hazlewood worth playing in this format? I'm going to touch on him later in terms of the predictions, but he's an older player. It's it's a bit of a meaningless series. Do we need to play the Hoff, or is this just getting him back into it again?
I think he can play 1 or 2 games here. Yeah. I do like him in T20s. If you look at the bowling and the sort of lineup I suggested, when you've got Dorcius there, who's left arm, and you've got Alice, who he's a small bloke.
He's both arms.
His release point, considering Hazlewood, is very different.
Okay.
So you get a very good variety there. Hazlewood's got a great Yorker too. So I think it's worth playing him as well. You want to get him a bit match fit too, but you don't want to overwork him. I think 4 overs. If he's breaking down after 4 overs, then Scotty Boland's coming straight into that testing.
That is a very good call. You even at the release point, the nuggets of knowledge from this man.
Just looking at the bloke's height and going, he's got a small release point.
I just wouldn't think of that. That's a very good call. Last big question I want to ask. Is it disrespectful that South Africa aren't bringing a full strength lineup?
Is it disrespectful?
That's why it's a big question.
Well, mate, no, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. No, they're
going to get smashed, I reckon.
Well, they've still got the talent. They just don't have the depth.
Okay.
That's how I see it. They've got some great talented players in there. They just probably don't have the experience all the way through. So I don't think it's disrespectful. I think they're doing the right thing because they have so many matches. You said 16 before the T20 World Cup, where they can, next series, they could probably rest Markram and bring back Klaassen and rest, I don't know, bring in Shamsi, rest Ngidi, things like that. So they've got that option to do it, so do it.
If they do win a match here in this series, in this 3-match series, then it shows their depth because they can just rotate, and that'd be pretty cool for South Africa. Lastly, let's get into the predictions of this series, and then we're going to say who's going to win the first T20 international in Darwin. The Aussies have actually won the last 5 T20 meetings in international stages. The batting-friendly deck, I said that before, is usually in Darwin, and it's the first ever T20 international there. Since the T20 World Cup last year, Australia are the best batting team in the power play with a strike rate of 185. South Africa are 10th with 122, which surprised me because some of their top order players have been really good even in the IPL and things like that, but not performing as much for their country, which is surprising.
That is actually an interesting thing. Maybe it goes into the fact that De Kock sort of faded out, who's a very explosive player at the top of the order. So trying to replace him. They've still got quality guys in that sort of top order, but maybe they're more save the strike rate for the later part of the
most likely. All right, series. This is the overall series of the 3-match series. Give me your best batter for the series, Leo.
Josh Inglis for mine. Batting at 3. I really liked what I saw from him against the West Indies. He's a 360-degree player, but he also can go up in gears. Batting at 3, he can start slowly if we're in trouble, build himself up, but he can also just come in and whack it. He can come in from ball 1, hit 80 off 30, and you'll be like, sure. But he can also come in and play an anchoring role. Love his flexibility, so I'm going Inglis. How about you, mate?
I'm going to go Mitch Marsh. He averages 45 runs against South Africa across his 11 T20 internationals against them. He's got a couple of 50s. I really wanted to go Mitch Owen, but he might not get a bat in all the matches because he's going to come in at, 6 or 7?
Most likely, It's very unlikely for a play down the order.
But I think he could have a really big series. Maybe not the most runs. I'm going to go Mitch Marsh, the Bison, I reckon. Bowler.
I love this guy. I mentioned him before, Nathan Ellis.
The wailing arms.
The wailing arms of Nathan Ellis. I really like what he brings to the table. I think he's a T20 specialist, especially at the death overs. He's got all the slower balls. He's got the Yorker. And I think he's surprisingly quick for his size. He can skid him through, surprise the batsman as well. And I think he's one that we really got to back, and I'd love to see him in the T20 World Cup.
He has been in and out of the sides, and even the World Cups, he was always running the drinks or things like that.
Because you got Stark, you got Hazlewood, you got Cummins, so we always back in. But I wouldn't mind a bit of T20 variance in Nathan Ellis.
I like that. I'm not going variance. I'm going Joshy Hazlewood. He's going to lead the wickets.
Aren't they going to rest him?
I reckon he could get in the 2 matches. He could get 10 wickets, and he will
take
still lead.
Take a 5 and then bugger off.
Yeah, I reckon he's that good. Also, I don't mind the humid conditions for him to get a bit of extra swing. It's at night and things like that. So I'm very excited to watch Josh Hazlewood, and I'm glad they picked him because without him in that side, I'm not sure who else is going to get as many wickets outside of Nathan Ellis. You did steal my man. I was happy to go Nathan Ellis, but I will go Hazlewood.
We've all gone Aussie so far. Two Aussies
I
picking
think
Aussies.
It's going to be a bit of a whitewash 3-0
I think
Australia.
that leads into our
so what's first match? Give me your first match and then a series prediction.
I think Aussies and just Aussies all the way through. Sorry to our South African viewers. I just, as we've touched on, I just think the experience in that sort of depth is going to let South Africa down. I think some games could definitely be close. And in T20, this
anything
is the thing.
can happen,
it takes one performance to change it all. We could say all this stuff. Markram comes out, hits 100 off 40 because he's a quality bat.
True.
And then all of a sudden, it's a completely different game. So T20, the shorter the game is, the more variance for these wild results.
Good call. I agree with you on that one. 3-0 to Australia. Going to tip the Aussies in the first match as well. And they'll bit of a whitewash, I reckon. The depth isn't there for South Africa. We've had some good series against South Africa, but not in this one.
We want revenge after the Test Championship.
Yes.
Because winning 3 meaningless T20s
is better than the Test.
Nothing says revenge like that, does it?
Very good call. All right, that's Stumps for the Cricket Today show. We'll catch you in the next couple of weeks for some more cricket and a series wrap-up, I think.
I reckon we'll preview the ODI series as well.
Which
will be, I reckon, maybe a week and a half away.
Perfect. Get right around the show and make sure you subscribe. We want to keep building those subscribers. Send in any questions or comments. We love the comments. And as the summer goes along, we will go through the comments on the show, which we absolutely love. Thank you very much to Brody behind the camera. Thank you, Leah, for turning up today.
Always a pleasure. Love turning up.
And we'll see Marcus on the next show. That's another episode of Cricket Today. We're out.